Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another episode of Seaopolis Submerged. Now I believe that this makes the 4th episode and we are nearing completion. I'm thinking 4, maybe 5 episodes. I want to get all of these last resources set up by the end of today's episode, which means we need to do a lot with thermal, and I'm also hoping a little bit with mystical agriculture. Should be fun. Cross my fingers, right? This is quite the process. Anyway, let's start here. Now, it looks as though we start here with the flux duct. So the flux duct seems to be pretty cheap, and I believe I do have some glass up here in the system that I just put into some of these extra drawers from building the dome above my little landing platform thingish, my hub, if you will. So put the glass away, there. So flux duct, and somehow I'm still missing lead. Now with the small amount of lead that we have right now, we can make 16, I mean. 16 seems like a reasonable amount. Crescent hammer is just more lead that we have actually. So crescent hammer just looks like this. Yet another quest. So 2 places from the flux duct. We can go to fluid duct and machine frame. Fluid duct doesn't really seem super crazy important. So we're going to start with the machine frame, which seems just to take flux duct, block of redstone, and iron ingot. So machine frame from thermal series, and we are missing the block of redstone. Machine frame. Perfect. Then we can go over to the pulverizer, which seems like we might just have everything. So block of copper, 1, 2, block of redstone, and we're still missing the piston, or some redstone for that piston, and some flint blocks, all of which we can just grab from our storage area. Pulverizer. Now I believe that this does take power, and until we get a little bit further, we are just going to use this area, seeing as it has the most amount of floor space available. Pulverizer. I think we can use the pulverizer to double my resource output, which will do us good. Oh, I need to make the steam dynamo. And the Stirling dynamo, or Stirling boiler, as well as the fluid duct. So fluid duct, boiler, so Stirling boiler. We almost have everything for it. And now we do. Stirling boiler. I think this will get us into, yes, steam powered for when we're ready for that. Produces power with steam. Only outputs power when producing power. Interesting. Steam dynamo. We are missing a block of bronze, but we do have plenty of that. Okay, now we are caught up. Oh, we'll worry about that in a second. But first we need to figure out how these things work. So Stirling boiler, probably like this, and then like this. And then pump some water into it with my bucket. And then the use of some coal should produce us steam, which will produce us power. Do we have a water pump? We do not. At least not as of yet. Unless we are supposed to use the fluid duct. I don't think that's quite right, but maybe we can use the servo attachment to make this work. Okay, so what we might be able to use is the Oculus accumulator, which seems cheap enough, which we can use to provide infinite water, similar to the sink from the kitchen's mod, I think. So Oculus accumulator, then let's scoop up the water that I have sitting on my floor. So grab this, steal the slabs, break the pipes, break this. Okay, so, oops, light blue colored wooden slab on either side. water here, infinite water there, with a fluid duct here, and a Stirling dynamo there, as well as a servo attachment, maybe the other side. There we go. And now it is finally filling up with water. Coal provides steam, and steam provides power. Lots of it, it seems. From there, we can actually use my pulverizer. But we just toss in this iron that we have in that chest, and we should start getting some resources from it. Nickel dust, iron dust, and copper dust is what seems to be required. So I'm going to grab those things, maybe make a few more pulverizers, and set up an area, because this seems interesting. Okay, so with the system we have now, I was able to get all three of the dusts with a semi-functional system. I believe the way we need to go right now is to make Invar and Constantine dust. So Invar is 2 iron, 1 nickel. So 2 iron, 1 nickel, 24 Invar. And then we need Constantine. So it's 1 of each. Ooh, maybe we'll go 12. Even amount of each. 24. And while we wait for this iron that I'm cooking up to finish, let's just keep this system running. Okay, now with plenty of the ores smelted up and tons of powder, which I have for the future, we can get to finishing the chapter. So it looks like we're going to need a couple things here. First is a multi-servo press, and the other one is an induction smelter. So multi-servo press is right here, and I likely have everything that I'm going to need, almost. So 2 blocks of Constantine, a machine frame, and a block of iron. Gives us the multi-servo press, which, since these things aren't running anymore, I should have tons and tons of steam. So you can pop this lad on top. Multi-servo press. I think this is how we get the plates. We're about to find out. Yes, it is. Invar plate. Allows the press to make gears, gear working die, 4 plates, and a block. So just toss 3 more in there and make a block of Invar and wait for these plates to finish. So a block of Invar, 4 plates, gear working die, the die in there, along with 2 Invar, 4 Invar makes 1 gear, I think. 4 Invar makes 1 gear. This one finish, 2 Invar gears, and induction smelter. Once again, toss this lad on top, and I get myself an induction smelter. Cool. Next chapter, Signalum. Signalum? I don't know. I like Signium. I know that's definitely wrong, but that's what I'm going to go with because I like it better. Induction smelter, redstone, copper, and tin. Now I should have plenty of copper that we can get cooking, and we also need some tin, which I have not prepared, as I wasn't sure if I was going to need it. Now I think I realized something. The induction smelter should... Nope, that's multi-servo press. Induction smelter, I think, should make the previous chapter obsolete, as it will give me what I need if I'm right. There's Constantine, and we can just use the bars, which are so much more convenient. So I will need to process some of this tin, and I believe the recipe was tin, copper, redstone. So 4 redstone, 1 tin, 3 copper. So 3, 1, and 4 redstone. Toss ye in the induction smelter. Make me some delicious Constantine. Nope, Signalum. Signium leads us to the magma crucible, as well as the fluid encapsulator. Melts items into fluids, and allows fluids to be combined with items. Both of these are likely to require a lot of items. Okay, so magma crucible, and the fluid encapsulator are the next things on my list. Magma crucible, along with some gears. I really hope it's the... Oh, it's not. That's close. Copper gears. 2 copper gears for the fluid encapsulator, along with another machine frame. And here we go. Fluid encapsulator. This is a lot more machines than I had expected. So lava bucket. Wow, lava and a bucket makes me a lava bucket. What? That's crazy. I believe I can just use a lava bit. And okay, quest done. Not gonna worry too much about it unless I need to coil. Not enough nugs. Okay, so coil with destabilized redstone, which I can get from the magma crucible, and I need 200 millibuckets, which is just 2 redstone dust, with a bit of fluid pipe and a out and a in. Fluid encapsulator, coil, redstone, flux, coil. This is quite the process we've got going here, but we are not yet done. We now need to make the crystallizer, which takes signal plates and constantan gears. So constantan gears being made. What else do we need to worry about? Glass, machine frame. I think we're ready. Crystallizer. Takes 2 signal plates. Crystallizer. Perfect. Put this on the other side. We are getting quite the arrangement of machines here. See what you do. Niter, made inside the crystallizer. Niter dust and water, which means, seeing as these have inventory, I think I can do this. I cannot. Oh, it's because I don't have input on the back. We get to start here with some niter dust. And we're also going to grab some of the other dust that we have, just to be sure. Which means we are making Certus quartz, apatite, and niter. Start with niter here. Wound. Oh, this seems to take a while. Okay, sounds good. Let me look forward in the quest and see what we need to do. Purifying salt mulch, which we should have everything for. I'm just going to make sure that I still have some charcoal here. And 6 niter dust ready for processing. Okay, so we got our niter that we need, and our charcoal that I swear I had just half a second ago, which we'll just steal from here. And with the use of the JEI here, and purifying salt mulch. Boom. There's 1 mulch, and we're going to need a bucket. So mulch, salt mulch, bucket gives us this purifying water. And you're going to need to use strainers for the first time in a long time, for me at least. Strainer. We have some meshes up here. Steal one of these, and I don't know, we'll just put it here at the end of the hall for now. So bronze mesh. We're also going to need a strainer tank. So strainer tank, purifying that. And then what's next on the quest line? Amethyst dust. Comes from niter. Lovely. Except I already have some because I am always extra prepared. That I got from a amethyst geode. Breaking amethyst blocks just gives you amethyst dust. So toss the amethyst into here, and I should start getting amethyst shards. Okay, right when I click this, we will have completed the chapter. Boom. Okay, that is the chapter complete. Collect all my V-Bucks that I got. Finally, the chapter of my dreams, when we get into mystical agriculture. Now, we already have done most of this, which means we can kind of speed through it. So grab some gold. Not quite, I guess. We will actually need the amethyst mesh itself, unfortunately. Which means we have to wait for some more time. Dang it. Now, the biggest thing that I'm excited for is, of course, mystical agriculture, as I stated before, as it will make pretty much everything we have done previously obsolete, as I'm pretty sure all the seeds for mystical agriculture can be crafted. Let's just choose a random one. Let's go with gold. Gold seeds can be crafted. Now, one thing I'm looking for is Constantine seeds, craftable. Electrum seeds, craftable. Invar seeds, craftable. It looks like we will not be limited with what we can do. So our mystical agriculture space will likely be huge. All 5 amethyst shards done. So amethyst shards like cross and sticks. Amethyst mesh, which I'm just going to immediately toss in my backpack as I don't really need it. It's far more expensive than the gold mesh. So silver ore, gold ore, make into the gravel, and then the raw versions, of course. Then I got all of those. Next we need electrum, which is just silver and gold. Which of course, silver, gold, electrum. Now, rose gold ingot. Rose gold ingot is in the injection smelter, electrum and copper. So electrum, copper, rose gold. With rose gold, we can make these infusion pedestals. So I'm going to need 8 plus 9. So we're going to need some more once this is ready. Let's grab this now though and start making some of the stuff required. Almost. Okay, so we're going to need some stone, I think. Yep, stone. Make myself an infusion pedestal and an infusion altar. And then toss you back in. Toss you back in. Give each a second and make these pedestals 7 and 8. For now, I believe I'm just going to toss this in my farming area as I have used that hardly at all. Boom. Next, Inferium Essence, which can be made from Niter, Apatite, and Rose Gold Blend. While I prepare all of the different crystals required, I'm going to claim these quests here. So that'll be part of the quests here in a second. And we're going to have to actually go with 9 of these. And then, let's see, what else am I missing? Ice. Ice is made with ice charge. So with the ice charge, double ice charge, water, and ice charge makes ice. With this ice, we can make the boss chiller, which actually takes a lot more ice than I expected. So we have a lot of things that need setting up. You're ready for the blast chiller. Blast chiller, which doesn't really have a use beyond making ice, which we don't seem to have to worry about at the moment. Okay, so if you just let it run, it's not too bad. I tried to set up a auto in, auto out system, but the auto in system would always just double up the slots. So like if you take a look here, I'll plug this back in and it'll work until this fills up, but then this slot will fill up and it will stop working. But we did get everything that we're going to need, I think. So we did do the niter, right? We did tons of this. Yep, there's our niter. So we got our niter, we got our apatite, we've got our Certus quartz crystal, and we've got the dust. It's still in the pulverizer. Yes, it is. I need more than that. Shoot. Okay. But we should have enough to get started. So top, bottom, then niter in the corners, apatite here and here. And then, was it Certus quartz crystal in the middle? Yes, it was. And all we need is a redstone signal. This is our first Inferium Essence. And all we have to do is repeat this process several more times. So this in the middle, this there, this there, this there. Okay, that is all 8 that I'm going to need. So mix it with some seeds, and I get Inferium seeds. Now I believe, or I'm hoping, that we can use this on normal dirt, but we'll see. Growing essence. Yes, we can put it in a phytogenic insulator, which will work, I think. But what happens if we just try to grow it? Okay, so mystical fertilizer. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? Okay, while we wait for this, we do have something that we can do, and that is quartz enriched iron. Which is just iron and so does quartz, which is why I made so many. So let's just toss this in the storage system that we have set up for now and make ourselves some quartz enriched iron. Okay, so quartz enriched iron. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so that is everything set up except for the inferium block and the phytogenic insulator. Wow, that's insane. I need a lot of inferium. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. It may just need some inferium farmland, so I might need to make one more, which does mean that I need more apatite. Which we can just see. Yeah, double stacks. Yeah. We'll wait to see if this does anything. If not, then we'll go from there. Chip, Minecraft. Okay, so no lily pads, and I especially do not want to make all this inferium by hand, because that would be way more than I currently have. Let's see, so I would need 18 in every slot, so 18 there, 18 there, and then Certus quartz is cheap, which I can set up plenty, or not Certus quartz, but Electrum, I think, whatever this makes. That's cheap. But the niter is going to be the most expensive thing, seeing as I'm going to need over a stack of niter. But we're going to see whichever one is the quickest, if that be making it here or making it there. I was a little surprised when it happened, but the crystal processing was actually a lot faster once I made some more, as well as did some augments. I made the hardened components, or integral components, as well as the Flex linkage amplifier. So that got my speed up, you know, a bar every 0.75 seconds or something. I don't know. But what that means is we should have everything we need to make the rest of these things. So those go there, those go there, there, boom. And repeat this process 18 times, 17 more times. And in this entire time, we have only gotten to 71% complete. 18 inferium essence. That was quite the process, but it was fine, I guess. Nothing, it wasn't really too bad. And phytogenic insulator. I should have just about everything for this. Okay, so we've got some flex coil. Is the last thing that I needed. Phytogenic insulator. We'll just pop you there for now, let you power up. And I believe that despite how close this is, I'm gonna take it and put it inside this machine. What do you need? How do you work? Takes water and something beneath it. Or not. It just takes water, which I can super easy plug in to my system, seeing as I already have a water line running underneath here, if I can get to it. And then configuration, back, input water, and then crystals aren't going to be as important anymore, so I'm going to take out these two upgrades and put them in here. Wow, this is riveting. This is, yeah. Exciting. Look at this. Okay, I think I need an augment to make it so that the inferium seeds do not leave the phytogenic insulator. So at thermal augment, I think it's catalytic reclamation chamber, or products may be transferred to input on, yep, it's this one right here. So this just takes nothing that I have. So I need signalium gears, silver plate, and constantan plate. So signalium gears, constant tan plates, and then silver plates. Oh, and we can collect all this. Yay, more V-Bucks. We are slowly reaching the end. With the end of this chapter, I shall finish the episode, but we're not quite there yet, are we? Okay, so plates. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. This should make it so that it stays in. It's working. Okay. With that, before we go any further at all, and it doesn't seem like I'm going to be doing thermal at all for the rest of the episode. It seems like it's all going to be with the sieves, or strainers, if you will. We need to set up a bit and a bob, or an area for this is what I mean. This has got to work for now. So what we have right now is my mystical agriculture area that everything's going through phytogenetic insulators. So I just have these 8 that are running constantly that have all the max augments. Got some extras in here for when I'm ready, and then we have thermal expansion, thermal series area over here, which is just your basic machines in the walls. So I've got a multi-servo press for gears and for plates, and then an induction smelter, which I was making Invar from, food encapsulator, and my crystallizers that are slowly running. So now I think we are finally ready to start on the next chapter I want to get this echo mesh as soon as possible so I can get these prosperity shards so that I can get more of the seeds so that I can really make the sieves obsolete. So echo shard can be obtained through the strainer. How? Block of inferium, amethyst mesh. So I've got blocks of inferium. I've got some food because I am hungry. And then I've got this purifying stuff with the wrong mesh in it. Okay, that should give me echo shards 10% of the time, I think. 40%. Ah, I got one with my first block. Perfect. Okay, that went really fast. I got 2 with that last one. So echo shard, echo mesh, inferium block should give us diamonds and prosperity shards. No, prosperity shards come from apatite, which I need as well. There's our first diamond dust. So we're going to take this, and we're going to take some apatite dust from right here. So apatite dust and diamond dust. Toss the apatites in here to get crystallized, and same thing with the diamonds, which is just going to take a second. Okay, so it seems to be working, and we just got these 2 ones. This one will be for apatite once I've set it up, which I have yet to. Which means all we just need to do is do this. Toss you in there, and boom. Okay, I'm crossing my fingers that we now have enough inferium to continue along the quests. This last bit is just getting emerald, mesh, block of infused, bedrock infused obsidian, and onward. But I cannot just stop there, can I? Because I, have problems, is a matter of saying it. So instead, I'm going to grab all of the infusion crystals. And if I did the numbers correctly, I should have enough at this point. So we're actually just going to grab them in blocks, and we can worry about it from there, seeing as the blocks are considerably more manageable. We also have plenty of these prosperity shards, and diamonds is the other thing we're going to need. I think we only need like 1, but we're going to hold on to these ones anyway. The first one is, prosperity diamond, and then inferium gemstone with 4 of those, and that. That will give me the next one, which does not work in blocks, it seems, which means we do have to do it in the normal way. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Wait, one more. And prudentium infusion crystal, tertium, boom, 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 boom. Okay, and that's the master infusion crystal. It only took a while, but we now have unlimited uses and can craft with blocks. So don't need any of that stuff anymore. I mean, the diamonds I might hold on to, but that I am done with. And as far as other types of seeds goes, I should probably look into all the resources that my sieves generate so that I will not have to. Okay, emerald mesh time. So emerald mesh, with a strainer. We are going to make another one. This one we are going to take down into the caves. I don't really know how else to do it, but we'll see. So buckets, boom, boom, boom. I believe to get bedrock infused obsidian. No, I do not need eroding mulch. I just need bedrock. This is going to be an ordeal. I did collect some obsidian for that. So we'll take this stuff downstairs, I guess. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so now that we're at bedrock, we just need to find a spot just like this one. Put it there, put it there, put it there. And let it run until we get the stuff that we need. This seems to be the first block of bedrock infused obsidian, which I can use the eroding water to make bedrock chunks. Now to complete the quest that we are at right now, I'm going to need 18. I'm going to need 18 of them. Perfect. Just let this run and we're good to go. Okay, so I went all the way back up to the surface and I got all of the bedrock chunks that I'm going to need, along with a crafting table, bounce grid, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess 3 was enough, but 3, 2 diamonds, bedrock pickaxe. That's not too bad. Let's see. So can I break bedrock with this? I can. Perfect. And there is a piece of Minecraft bedrock. Well, that feels weird to have, but that means that we can get this obsidian stuff up by the surface instead of having to come all the way down here every single time. What that also means is the chapter is over and I will be going on to further Submerged and maybe the final next episode. We'll see how far we get. This looks like this can only be fun. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna pick up all this stuff and then head back up to the surface. So up here, we can set up this something or other so that this sits here, and we've got emerald mesh, reinforced upgrade, bedrock infused obsidian, lock here until we decide to build a strainer, and boom. This should continue to produce these bedrock chunks to make the armor or something. Yeah, there's like armor, there's tools. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Why not, right? Oh, and we're going to need it to make netherite ingot. And with the click of a button in the Echo tab, boom, bang, bob. Chapter complete. Collect all the stuff, more V-Bucks, and a hang glider, which is pretty cheap actually. But all y'all out there have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.